Would everybody say, hi, Hank? Hi. Come on, Hank. Come on. Say, come on out, Hank. Come on, Hank. They want to meet you. He's a little bit bashful. Would everybody give him a big round of applause? And we want to make sure that he feels safe coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my friend, Hank. Yeah. He's a handkerchief. And that's why we named him Hank. Now, I'm going to put a knot in the end. That will be his head, okay? So now he has a little bit of a personality. He's kind of a knothead, but anyway, you get a better idea. So that is Hank, and he is my good buddy. And so here's what we're going to do. He has a magic trick that he would like to show you. And I'm going to make a fist. I'm going to place Hank right down inside of my fist. Now, because he is bashful, he loves being in there because he's nice and cozy. You see how cozy he is? Now, whatever you do, don't take your eyes off of him, because when this happens, it happens very quickly. It happens in 1, 2, 3, and he vanishes. Just like that. And do you know where he goes? He goes right back over here to his home. Give him a great big round of applause. What's that? Huh? You want to do another trick? He said he likes you and he wants to do another trick. Would you like to see him do another trick? All right, what's that? He said he'll only do it if I play his favorite song. Should I play his favorite song? All right. Let me turn on his favorite song and let's see what he'll do. Now watch close. If this works, you're never going to forget it. We're going to put him right down inside of there where he feels nice and safe. Now keep your eye on it. I'm going to warm my hands up. Hank, are you ready? He's ready. Here we go. All right, Hank, let's try again. Here we go. Let's try again. All right, Hank, you want to dance? He says yes. Okay, let's dance. Come on, let's dance. There he is. Oh, he said he wants to come out and meet you. Do you want to meet him? You want to meet the kid? Okay, we're going to put the top there. Now nothing can get in or out. Now, Hank, are you ready to go out and meet the people? Does that sound like a good idea? Hank, he says yes. All right. Here, stand up. Give him a bear hug. Hold on to it. Give her a big round of applause. Look at that. You can have a seat. Great job. Hey, sweetheart, wiggle your fingers. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Keep wiggling. There we go. Give her a big round of applause. Do like this. Make him dance. Hey, another big round of applause. What's that? The big finish. He says he wants to show you the big finish. All right. This is going to be his big finish. He said he wants everybody to stretch their hands. Everybody point your hands up here. Come on, everybody. He said, wiggle your fingers. All right, everybody wiggle your fingers. All right, Hank, they're doing it. Give him a great big round of applause.
That was good.
Well, we're off to a pretty good start, aren't we? Yeah. You know, I love magic. And I want to ask, because on my way in, I saw a few of the kids actually that I've met before. How many of you have seen one of my shows before? Wave to me if you have. Several. Very, very good. Nice to see you again. How many of you, this is the first time you will have seen one of my shows? Awesome. It is very nice to meet you. Of course, my name is DJ Edwards, and this past August, I celebrated 25 years of doing magic professionally. Thank you very much. I've been at it for a long time, and this became my job, believe it or not, when I was 11 years old. That's the truth. That's not a trick for the show. That's how long I've been doing this. And man, just having a great time. And so I'm all over the place. I'm in a lot of parties just like this around the holidays, a lot of family reunions. I'm in a whole lot of schools. We go into the schools and I talk to young people and I use magic tricks to get their attention. And then we tell them about drug abuse prevention. We talk about bully prevention. We talk about all these kind of things. And we build kids up, telling kids how smart they are and helping to equip them with where they can go in life. And so we use this for all kinds of stuff. And then sometimes I'm in birthday parties. I've seen some of y'all in birthday parties. I'm in a whole lot of churches. We use this as a ministry. And then sometimes I'm on a great big stage where I cut my wife in half. She hates that part. She likes it a whole lot better when we put her back together again.
Oh my God.
So there's a question that I get. People always say, where do you come up with the idea for a new magic trick? Where do you guys come up with this? And quite honestly, everywhere I go, I've always got magic on my brain. I'm always thinking about it. And recently, I was doing one of my favorite things. I was yard sailing. Anybody like to go to yard sales? See what everybody's getting? I love to go to yard sales. And so my wife, she was looking at the boring stuff. I was in the toy section. Yeah. They had a great big toy box and all kinds of toys, and most of them I had seen before, but there was one toy there I had never seen before. And I asked the lady, I said, what in the world is this? She said, I don't know, but my kids don't play with it, so it's got to go. So I brought it with me, and I've been asking everybody, everywhere I go, if they have one of these at home. And so let me get it out. And I will ask you the same question. Does anybody have this in their toy box? I know it looks kind of like a dog toy, doesn't it? It looks like a dog toy. Now, I had never seen one of these, and when I got it home, I was trying to figure out what it was for. And of course, it has 4 different colored pom-poms here on this orange stick. As I point to the pom-poms, I'd like for you to call out the colors real loud. All right, here we go. Okay, perfect. So 4 different colored pom-poms here on this orange stick. And the first thing that I had to do was to come up with a name for this thing. And I came up with a really great name. Ladies and gentlemen, I call it the pom-pom stick. Thank you, both of you. Yeah. Now, you'll notice that on this end, there's a little short piece of, well, it's hard to see, but there's a little short piece of string. It's easier to see on this end because it's a long piece. Just like that. And so we have a short piece of string and a long piece of string. Now, when I got to looking at this a little closer, I noticed something strange. And began to wonder if perhaps this was a magic pom-pom stick. You see, I was looking at the yellow one, trying to figure out what this thing was for, and as I concentrated on the yellow one, something strange happened. That pom-pom began to rise a little higher and a little higher, as if by magic. And I'd like to show you tonight. And so I want to ask everybody to do this right along with me. Put all of your focus on the yellow pom-pom and concentrate on it. And it's important that we don't look anywhere else. But just concentrate on that yellow pom-pom, and in your mind, begin to think up, up, up. All right, everybody do it now. Look at the yellow pom-pom, begin to think up, up, up. And there it goes from the bottom to the top, just like magic. What's that? This one? You saw me? Ladies and gentlemen, I have a confession to make. I pulled the white one. You see, the white pom-pom is connected to the yellow pom-pom. The yellow pom-pom is connected to the white pom-pom. You pull the yellow pom-pom down, the white pom-pom goes up. You pull the white pom-pom down, and the yellow pom-pom goes up just like this. Now, of course, the question becomes, if the yellow pom-pom is connected to the white pom-pom, and the white pom-pom is connected to the yellow pom-pom, what in the world is the red pom-pom for? Shall we try it? Whenever I pull the red pom-pom, the yellow pom-pom goes up and the white pom-pom comes down. So now we know that the yellow pom-pom is connected to the white pom-pom, and the white pom-pom is connected to the yellow pom-pom, but the red pom-pom is connected to the yellow pom-pom that's connected to the white pom-pom. Any questions? Okay, good. Of course, if the yellow pom-pom is connected to the white pom-pom, and the white pom-pom is connected to the yellow pom-pom, if the red pom-pom is connected to the yellow pom-pom is connected to the white pom-pom, the next thing I want to ask is, what in the world is the blue one for? I'm so glad you asked. Whenever I pull the blue pom-pom, the white pom-pom goes up and the yellow pom-pom comes down. So now we know that the white pom-pom is connected to the yellow pom-pom, and the yellow pom-pom is connected to the white pom-pom, and the red pom-pom is connected to the yellow pom-pom, is connected to the white pom-pom, that's connected to the blue pom-pom, connected to the yellow pom-pom, right where we started. It's very confusing and even harder to say. Now I made a very important observation, and it is this. You must always keep a long string on one end and a short string on the other end. It doesn't matter which end, as long as there is a long string like this on one end and a short string like this on the other end. Got it? You want to make sure there's never a long string on both ends. If there's a long string on both ends, it messes everything up. So keep a long string like this on one end and a short string like this. What's that? Yes, this is the long string right here, and a short string like... That's the first time that's ever happened again. Uh-oh. Thank you, both of you. You know what? Let's give it a shot. Nothing. I'll try the other end. Nothing. Maybe if we try both of them. No, nothing. You know, it's got me wondering what in the world has been happening inside of the pom-pom stick. We pulled them apart to find there is nothing inside of the pom-pom stick. Only a string in this end and a string in this end. Do you know that to this very day, I have never been able to figure out how the pom-pom stick works? I only know this. You must keep a long string on one end and a short string on the other, so that the white pom-pom is connected to the yellow pom-pom, so the yellow pom-pom is connected to the white pom-pom, so the red pom-pom is connected to the yellow pom-pom, connected to the white pom-pom, connected to the blue pom-pom, connected to the yellow. Where we started, ladies and gentlemen, I call it the pom-pom stick. Thank you very much. Do y'all want me to stop now, or you want to see some more? I had a feeling that you might. Now, during a magic show, we almost always expect for the kids to help. But I thought it would be really cool if one of the grown-ups got on stage and helped with a trick. How many of you want to see one of the grown-ups on stage helping with a magic trick? All right. We've got a few volunteers. All right. How many of the grown-ups want to come on stage and help with a magic trick? Wave to me if you do. Let's see. It looks like it's going to be right here. You want? Oh, they're enlisting people in the draft. Do you want to come up and help? Come right on up. Give him a great big round of applause. What's your name? What is it? Alejo. I say it right? I'm DJ. Nice to meet you. Come and stand on this side. And we are going to try a card trick. And so let me get these out. This is going to be a lot of fun. Now, these are not ordinary playing cards. These are actually color-coded. I've got 2 packs. Let me get to the center real quick. I put one upside down so I could mark my place. This one says, magic time now is happening. And I'm going to put that right here so that Alejo and I can read it, and several of the audience members are able to see it as well. If you're not able to see it, it doesn't mess the trick up. It's fine, just as long as you and I can reference that card. Now, let me show you the cards. This one has, well, really a rainbow of colors, all different colors and phrases. This pack is a duplicate pack. We have all the same ones on this side. Alejo, if you would, hold with both hands, perfect, and I'm going to do the same. Now, You know it's always up to the magician to find a card impossibly. But right now, I've probably memorized the order. And so if I find a card, it means nothing. What would make it amazing is if we were shuffling the whole time. And we're going to do it in a way that I can't keep up. And here's how. We are going to use these words. Magic time now is happening. When we do the first word, we will actually spell the word out loud. M-A-G-I-C. And every time that we say a letter, one of us will move a card from the top to the bottom. But you're in charge, so that I can't control the shuffle. It's a lot easier than it sounds. All right, the first word is magic. Do you want the M, or do you want me to take it? All right, one card to the bottom for M. How about the A, you or me? All right, go ahead, one card to the bottom. How about the G? How about the I? And how about the C? Okay, that was our practice run. It went perfectly. That's how we're going to do it every time. So we are through the word magic, but we do need to check our starting place. Alejo, if you would remove your top card, show it to the audience. What did you get? And me too, you got, oh, I got the blue card. It's magic. That's what you got too. Show that to everybody. We both landed on the blue card. That's kind of strange, but a great start. Let's put that one out of the way. All right, the next word is time. Would you like the T or you want me to take it? Go ahead. And how about the I? And how about the M? And how about the E? Very good. We are through. Perfect, just like that. We are through the second word, time, so we need to check our progress. Take your top card off. What did you get? Show that to the audience. We both land on the red card. It says this is amazing. We are 2 for 2. Let's put that one right here. The next word is now. Who would like the N? And how about the O? And how about the W? Perfect. Take your top card off. Show that one to the audience. Me? Yeah, me too. We have both landed on the yellow card. Give him a big round of applause. This is great. All right, we're 3 for 3. Don't fail me now. All right. The next word, 2-letter word is. Who wants the I? And how about the S? He took them both. Take your top card off, show it to the audience. We both landed on the white card. It says, can you believe this? We'll put that one right over here. Now, Alejo, we have 2 cards and 1 big word to mix them up. The word is happening. Who wants to take an H? All right. Who wants to take an A? Alejo, who wants to take a P? I was hoping he would walk right into that one if he needed to take a P tonight. I'll take that one. How about the next letter P? How about the letter E? How about the N? How about the I? How about the N? How about the G? Take your top card off. Show it to the audience. What did you get? We both landed on perfect match. What is your last card? It says incredible. Would you give him a great big round of applause? Now, before you sit down, I have, she's having a great time. I have a parting gift for you. And through the years, as people have assisted me on stage, I've always tried to give something to those that help me, a little thank you. But I'm really excited because in the last couple of months, I'm giving something out that I've never been able to give out before. And it is that I now have my very own, look at this, I'm so excited about this. Man, isn't that a good looking guy? Look at this fella right here. The Master Magician DJ Edwards Incredible Rising Wand Magic Trick. And this comes with 6 different magic tricks that you can do, and then you can get creative and do a whole lot more. And so anyway, there you are, sir. Enjoy it, and thank you very much. Give him another big round of applause. Is everybody having fun so far? You know, we have a whole lot of fun at my house. There's a lot of singing and dancing. Anybody love singing and dancing? Am I in the right place tonight? There's a lot of singing and dancing at my house, and my wife and kids, we love to color in a coloring book. You know, I'm 38 years old, but I never outgrew coloring. Does anybody else like drawing pictures or coloring? I think it's great. So, that's wonderful. And you know, my little boy, he has a coloring book that's all about farm animals. My little girl has a coloring book about
My little
princesses.
girl like to order.
And what do you think my coloring book's about?
Walang mistake.
You got it. I have my favorite coloring book right here. And I wanted to show you some of the pictures inside. If you are a fan of magic tricks, you may see something that you recognize. And so here is, the famous Chinese linking rings. Look right there. The rabbit in the hat trick. There's the funny circus clown helping him on stage. What's that? You didn't see anything inside? I forgot to tell you the most important part. This is an imagination coloring book. I was supposed to ask you to pretend and play along. Can we try it once more? She said no. Okay, close your eyes. All right, everybody watch closely and just pretend that you see some. Give yourselves a great big round of applause. Wonderful job. I had no idea you were magicians. You know what? I'm so glad that that worked. I would have been disappointed if we hadn't seen these tonight with all these beautifully colored pictures. All the red and the green and the orange. What's that? No colors. I forgot to tell you to imagine the color. Everybody concentrate one more time and let's pretend that we see some color inside of that book. Give yourselves another big round of applause. It's interesting because as I'm traveling, I meet all kinds of people. I meet people from all over the world. I meet people of different ages, people that have different interests. And at the end of the day, I discovered something. People are just people, right? And whenever you meet somebody new, the conversation usually starts like this. They say, hello, how do you do? Unless they're talking to a magician. This is what they say to me. They say, hello, how do you do that? They want to know how it works. And of course, that's the one question that I'm not allowed to answer until tonight. Because I'm going to show you one of my favorite magic tricks. And if you like it, I'll let you in on the secret. How does that sound? Yeah! All right. So I have here what I simply call, I'll get over here, hopefully you all can see too. I know you all are really to the side. I have here what I simply call the domino trick. Does anybody play dominoes? Anybody like dominoes? Okay, I like dominoes. And so we have this giant domino, and it's a little bit different from dominoes that you've seen in the past. First of all, it's huge. But second is this. Most dominoes have a front side with spots and a back side which is blank. This domino does not have a back side. As a matter of fact, it has 4 front sides, and they all have a different number of spots. Let me show you what I mean. Here is the first front side. Here is the second front side, the third, and the fourth, just like this. The first front side, the second front, the third, and the fourth. We'll try it once more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, wave to me if you caught the secret. If anybody caught the secret, wave to me. All kids, no grown-ups, figures. Okay. We're going to try it again real slow for the old people. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that. Anybody else starting to catch on around the room? A couple people looking sort of suspicious. All right. All right, now listen very quietly. I'm going to show you exactly how it's done. Are you listening? I'm going to tell you how to make one of these at home to fool your friends and family. You take a piece of cardboard and you color it whatever color you'd like. Now, if you have to cut the cardboard, make sure mom and dad help you, okay? Don't get a knife or scissors and then say the magician told you to. Make sure and get some help from mom and dad. But you take that piece of cardboard, color it whatever color you'd like, and you put one spot in the middle, like this, and then you put a secret spot right here in the corner, underneath your hand, just like so. You cover this one and you call it 1, or you cover it here and you call it 1, 2, 3, just like that. And so how many spots are actually here? How many spots does it look like now? How many spots does it look like it could be now? Very, very good. And so that's how you make the front side. Now, the back side, you make sort of the same way. It's just laid out a little bit differently because you have two spots. Or here is the secret spot, right here, just like this. You cover this one up and you call it 2, or you cover this one up and you call it 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. And so how many spots are actually here? How many spots does it look like now? And how many spots does it look like it could be right now? That's right. Now, if somebody catches you, there's one way to save the trick. And this is how you'll do it. Turn the domino over one extra time, like this. But this time, make absolutely certain that you really do have 3 spots on that side. Make sure that you really do have 4 spots on this side. And one thing that I have never been able to figure out is where the hole comes from. But everybody claps like crazy every time that it happens. How are we doing tonight? Are we doing okay? Yeah! Fantastic.
Sit down there.
Hey, I have a very, very special grand finale that I want to share with you tonight. And before I do that grand finale is something that normally you would have to go to a theater to watch. It's not something that would happen right here in the space that you have selected. Pastor Bill did ask me to share something with you tonight, and I want to tell you just a little bit about everything that I do. And I think some of you will care about this. How many of you are interested in helping kids with education and all these sorts of things? That is a theme of my life, and that's something that's very, very important to me. And tonight, I've come tonight just because I just wanted to be a blessing. I wanted to share. Pastor Bill and his wife Juliana, they told me it was going on. I said, I would love to come and share. And he said, well, we need to pay you something. And I said, let me just come and share. I said, if you guys want to do something, that's fine. You're welcome to do something. And he said, would you share with the people what it is you do? And maybe some people want to help. And so this is not an obligation. I just want to share this with you. If you want to help with what I do, then that's wonderful. I go into the schools, public and private schools and elementary schools, sometimes middle schools, mostly kindergarten up to about 6th or 7th grade. And we go into the schools and we educate the kids that every human being is smart. A couple of years ago, I had asked a school of young people, I said, is there anybody here that has ever felt like they're not very smart? And about 90% of the kids raised their hands. And I was shocked. The next school that I went in, it was the same. The next school I went in, it was the same. And I started asking all people, not just kids, but I started asking people of all ages. You know, I'm curious, if you just humor me. Is there anybody in this room that in your whole life, you ever had a time where you just felt like, I don't feel like I'm very smart? Did anybody ever face that in your life? I'm always amazed at how many people say that.
No, I'm not.
So I wanted to do something about it. And so I created what's called the BAM show. You know, kids love to say, BAM, when something exciting happens. Or if they prank somebody, they're like, BAM, you know. They love to say BAM. And so we took that word BAM and we made it into an acronym that means be your best, aim for your goals, move forward. And we go into the public schools and we do magic and we do juggling and we do boomerangs. We call them bamarangs. And we do balloons and we teach kids that every human being is smart, but every human being is smart differently. And that's what we do. The show that we put on has about $20,000 to $30,000 worth of equipment. It's very expensive, the production. And many times schools call us and want us to share that with the kids, and they say, but we can't afford it. So you know what we do? We go anyway. We go anyway because we believe in the message. The shows cost about $1,000 to put on. But this is what I found everywhere that I go. There are businesses, or there are churches, or there are individuals that have been blessed. And they say, DJ, we want to help to send you into these schools. We will sponsor a BAM assembly, either for the $1,000 or they'll sponsor the difference if the school has a grant for part of it. And so we always extend that to people to help. I've done about 5 of them in the last 6 months, that they were not able to pay for. Those shows they're not paid for. And we've got all the equipment and we've got all the stuff, but we go and we take the message. And so what I told Pastor Bill, I said, you know what? I'll just tell the people exactly what we do. And at the end of the program tonight, if you say, you know what? I'd like to help. I could pay for one of those BAM assemblies. Or maybe you say I could pay for half, or maybe you say I've got a few dollars that I could give. If you would want to help for that, that would be much appreciated. And so at the end, I'm going to take the Hank tank. That's the one Hank jumped in a minute ago. We're going to put it right here, and we're going to leave it there the whole time that we're packing up. And anybody that wants to help, you will be helping these kids to hear this message of how smart they are and how they can succeed in life. I know that many of you will. Thank you in advance very, very, very much, and for having me. And thank you for all of your help with that. Absolutely. Another way to help is that the magic wands, we sell these in the shows. And not only the magic wands, but I also have, check this out. I'm really excited about this. This is the Master Magician DJ Everett's Deluxe Magic Kit. Almost every magician gets started with a magic set, and so when I put together mine, I put my favorite tricks. Thank you so much. I put my favorite tricks so that some other kid could get started. And so after it's all over, if you need one of these for the kids or for yourself, because a lot of grown-ups get them too, we've got a big box in the hallway and we'll help you. So without further ado, are you ready for this grand finale? All right. How many of you are excited about Christmas? How many of you are excited about Santa Claus coming to visit you? So guess what happened to me? Last Christmas, we opened all of our presents and we had a great meal and the day was starting to calm down. And the next morning when I woke up, I saw something in my Christmas tree that wasn't there before. It was a red piece of cloth that had gotten stuck in the tree. I think it was a piece of Santa's bag that he had gotten caught when he was there the night before. And I brought that piece of cloth with me. You know, I always wondered, Santa, how you do it. I always wondered how he could carry so many toys inside of that bag. They'd be so heavy. And I said, maybe it's a magic bag and it helps to hold the weight up. You know what I mean? Watch this. I got to ask you a question. How many of you on Christmas Eve, you have a hard time falling asleep thinking about the presents? So this is what I want to do to show you how it works. I'm going to make a little imaginary bed. I couldn't fit my bed in the car. And so I found these folding chairs. And so we're going to put these folding chairs here. That doesn't look much like a bed, does it? All right. So I've got a board here. Oh, you guys are my backstage crew. So I've got a board here and this red piece of Santa Claus. Hey, everybody here, every age, if you have a favorite blanket, would you wave to me? Anybody have a favorite blanket? Blankets are special. You know, my great-grandma made one years ago, and even though she's gone, I sleep with that blanket and I think about my grandma. So I want you to pretend that this piece of Santa's bag is your favorite blanket, and I want you to pretend that right now is Christmas Eve, and we're getting ready to go to sleep, all right? Now, I want you to notice that you can see all the way underneath. You can see all the way behind on both sides. This bed is completely surrounded by air. There's nothing here but what we have built. So now I want to put the cloth on top of the bed. Just like this. And here's what we're going to do. In just a moment, I'm going to find a very quiet volunteer from the audience. And they are going to lay on this bed, and we're going to cover them up with Santa's bag. They're going to close their eyes. A hush will fall over the crowd. And they will begin to pretend that they're falling asleep on Christmas Eve. Okay? And then I'm going to help them through a story to have a really cool dream. So do we have a quiet volunteer that wants to come up? Let's get this young lady on the back row. Come right on up. Give her a big round of applause. If you have a camera, you're going to want to get it ready right now. Hop right up here and then lay your head down there. Perfect. Perfect. I know, it's kind of short. It had to fit in the car, right? What is your name? Angela. Angela, just let your head fall back. Put your hands on your belly. Perfect. Angela, close your eyes and just pretend that you really are going to sleep on Christmas Eve. And now, Angela begins to dream. Listen to this. Very quietly, Angela begins to dream that she's in the North Pole. And even though there's snow everywhere, she doesn't feel cold at all. It's probably because she fell asleep wrapped up in her favorite blanket. And now she spots in the distance Santa's workshop. And she gets so excited that she takes off running to the workshop. But as she's running, she passes those flying reindeer. And as she does, her feet begin to lift right up off of the ground. And she takes off flying. She's going higher and higher. She's not scared. She feels completely safe. And she can see anything below that she wants. Angela can go anywhere she wants. All of her favorite animals, anything she wants to see. She's just sure of one thing. She does not want to wake up. She does not want to come down. If you're able to hear me, Angela, lift your feet. Perfect. Let them back down. Perfect. Just relax. If this works, you're never going to forget it. If it doesn't work, you're never going to forget it. Watch closely, ladies and gentlemen, as Angela is suspended on air. Don't move, Angela. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. We're going to replace the bed just like this. Angela, lift your feet for me. We're going to put this back underneath. Drop your feet, and everybody say, wake up, Angela. Sit up, Angela. Hop down to the ground and take your well-deserved round of applause. And Angela, there's your magic wand. Give her a big hand. Have you all enjoyed this show this evening? Yeah! Thank you so much for the opportunity to come and share in this awesome time of holiday celebration, celebrating with families. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share, because folks, it's going to make a difference in the lives of young people, and I believe in helping kids. To those that have already brought help up, thank you. If you want to sponsor a show or half a show, it is so appreciated. We've got all the stuff in the hallway, and then also anybody that needs the information, we're going to put these right up here by the hank tank, and you can take one of these, and anytime you have an event and you think that I might be fun for the guest, just give me a call and I'd be glad to come. God bless you. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Good night.